to go to school for business. What he likes most about being a Golden Hawk is being a part of the team and the people he has met. His best memory of playing at Mid-Prairie is Simpson Camp his junior year. Let's say thank you to Joe, Chad, and Mary Ulrich. Our next senior is Mr. Connor Shallow. He wears number 75 proudly, and his parents are Carrie Hunsey and Clint Shallow. Connor's plans after high school is to get into welding. His best memory of being a Golden Hawk football player is getting on kickoff his freshman year and scoring 77 on Albia, setting a school record. Let's all thank Connor, Carrie, and Clint for being a Mid-Prairie Golden Hawk. And our last senior, I do believe, of 10, he wears double sevens. His name is Michael Kelly. Michael's parents are Jason O'Brien, Michael Kelly, and Liz Kelly. Michael's plans after high school is starting a career in HVAC. What he likes most about being a Golden Hawk player? Let's thank Michael, Jason O'Brien, Michael, and Liz Kelly for being a Mid-Prairie Golden Hawk. And let's have one more round of applause and say thank you to these seniors and their parents. Congratulations, Mid-Prairie seniors. Good luck tonight and the rest of the season. And as always, go Hawks! Good job, Chris. Yeah, that was fun. I got to see senior night. And it's still not raining. Right now, are you singing it? Because there is no band. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as we unite as one, as we'll be playing the
Ladies and gentlemen, we have one more item of business. Today is the 19th anniversary of September 11th terrorist attacks in New York, Washington, D.C., and Pennsylvania. 2,996 people lost their lives on that fateful day in 2001. Please join us in a moment of silence for the following. All right, let's play ball. Tonight's officials, the referee for Fruitland is Ron Griggs. The umpire for Lisbon, Eric Austin.
Defensive player of the game last week. He put in a solid game.
Dominic
Agreed unanimously that he made a big difference in the game.
Lance Longstreet. Tonight's corporate sponsor is Above and Beyond Heating and Air Conditioning. For all your heating and air conditioning needs, call Above and Beyond Heating and Air Conditioning. Also, we have two honorary captains for tonight's game. 1991 Mid-Prairie graduate Jerry Zarnick and 1994 graduate Jeremy Pack. Jerry is a 26-year veteran of the Kelowna Fire Department. In December of this past year, Jerry was named Fire Chief of Kelowna. He's also served in U.S. Army Reserves from 1991 to 1998. Jeremy is a 21-year veteran of the Walman Fire Department and has been its chief since 2008. Jeremy also serves as a first responder. And let's give a big round of applause for tonight's honorary captain, Jerry Zarnick and Jeremy Pack.
We'll also announce what's going on the World of Mid-Prairie Golden Hawk Sports Volleyball Cross Country. And the post-game show will have Bring the Heat, our defensive player of the game, brought to you by Greg Whitman there. We'll also have our offensive player of the game. This year we're not athletics. Golden Hawks out in their home whites, which might be my favorite uniform.
Tonight's captains for Central League, number 5,
And Central League is out in their road whites.
25 on the board. And for Golden Hawks, number 11, Vinny Boland, number 20, Hayden Rainier, number 29, Luke Boyce.
Laundry weekend for the folks from Central League. Mid-Prairie with gold numbers on the shoulders and backs. They've got black helmets, gold face mask, gold hawk on the side. They've got sleeves in gold on the black tops, black pants, light colored socks on shoes, black as well for Central League. They've got hawks on the front, black trim, black numbers, gold, white tops, white pants, light colored socks and shoes. So we've got the point toss here for Mid-Prairie. Out there as captains are Caden Rainier, along with Luke Boyce, Josh Wallington, and Vinny Boland. So point So that's how it started. Radio their home in the south in Donaldson. Time in the Washington Hy-Vee pregame.
Once again, tonight's corporate sponsor, Above and Beyond Heating and Air Conditioning, located in Riverside, Iowa
How do you
City.
feel about the time? We go to Pat Katie. Pat, what do you got for us? What decides this one tonight?
Above and Beyond. Above and Beyond Heating and Air Conditioning is looking at
Last
the
night
family
after that
business.
game, so it's now it's kind of getting a little bit darker. You can see in the middle, there's a little bit of mud coming up. The situation with a wet, muddy field is if you have speed, you've lost quite a bit of it, and also if you're a big, strong man, you've also lost that too. So the weather kind of things up pretty well. Now you need to be in the team that makes at least takes. And when you have an opportunity to do something else with it. And if you're a running back, you get to hang on to it, and straight to don't try to cut tonight. Just go straight to what you get.
Three turnovers last week for Prairie.
After the game against the Golden Hawks, number 27, kicking off for Central League, Mason Chow.
We like Prairie's chances tonight.
Here we go.
We'll pop kick out to 5-yard line on the far side of the field. They're able to come over the side. Made by Quentin Tweedy.
Not a fine example, if you watch, if you get to see it. Central Lee had one of their gunners down the field, and he was fast, but because of the field conditions, there's nothing he could do once he had to start turning the chasing down. He lost ground. Vinny did a great job pulling straight forward.
Plus side of the field, that's where you like to be. Mid-Prairie starts on the Central Lee 45-yard line, left to right on your radio dial. Vinny Bolin comes out with a straight I formation, one wide receiver to each side. Handoff goes left side.
Keep it right here on the carry to Wildenhawks, tackled by number 3, Jackson Beckler. For Central Lee, and 5 seconds, 5 for Wildenhawks on Central Lee 40.
All evening, it's going to be a great game.
Nose of the football up to the 40-yard line. Mid-Prairie 0-1 after a 27-21 loss to Sigourney Field 2 weeks ago. Central Lee 0-2. They've dropped games to Pekin and Van Buren. Central Lee Hawks shuffling right before the snap. They've got 10 in the box. Mid-Prairie I formation. Handoff goes to Garvey. First man through. The big man crashes over the wall and falls down to the 36-yard line.
Cale Garvey on the carry for Wildenhawks, tackled by number 25, Connor Moore. That's a gain of 4 on the play.
You know, he's a good enough guy down there, Pat, but when he steps on the field, he doesn't need to go. I already respect him. Third down and long. Ball at the 36-yard line of Central Lee. Mid-Prairie with their third snap on this first drive. We're 1 minute old in Wellman. Scoreless ball game. Straight ahead goes Bolin. Huge push. Right behind.
They needed
1. They got 7 on
tackled by
the
close Central Lee Hawks. That's going to be good enough for first and 10. The pass is complete to number 89, Caleb Sanders. Tackle was made by Caleb Meyer. That's a big four, playing third and 5 for Central Lee on their own 40.
If you slip and fall out, it's going to be 6. And for a lot, for you younger guys that are listening too, pass interference at the high school level is not a bad thing if you can save a touchdown. Your coach will probably even thank you if you know for sure that it's going to be a touchdown. It's going to
Jaden Becker on the carry for Central Lee, tackled by number 20, Keenan right here, number 60, Josh Wellington. That brings up 4th and 7 for Central Lee. Back to receive the punt for Bulldogs, number 27, Keegan Gingrich. Punting for Central Lee, number 9, Mason Chow.
Central Lee kick will come from the 25. Will High has to back up, and that kick is off to the right side, splits and takes it.
It's going to be 35. Mid-Prairie is going to take over 1st and 10 on their own 35-yard line.
another ball and drive like we just had.
8:28 to go. Frame number 1, 7-0 Golden Hawks. Last time they had the ball.
Tonight's corporate sponsor, Above and Beyond Heating and Air Conditioning, located in Riverside and serving Iowa City and surrounding
This is
communities.
possibly the worst part of the field right now from what it looks like up here. So hopefully we can, one play can get about 10 or 15 yards and get out of here.
Golden Hawks from the far side hash at their own 35, and Central Lee stacks the box with 10. Mid-Prairie sends one man through in motion. Right
here on the carry
Hazen right here is over 100 yards. He gets 3 minutes and 42 seconds.
Fast. They're big.
He's got a whole week.
The holder for the Golden
He
Hawks,
doesn't have to run again until Friday.
number 5, is Will Kavanaugh, attempting the extra point for Jake Schwarzenberger.
He's also moving up the all-time leaderboard too, and we'll talk about that during the course of the night. As Schwarzenberger comes off the extra point. The out of the hold of Kavanaugh, snap a little behind him, but Will got it down. Good play.
The extra point is good for the 14, Central Lee, 0.
Football.
Got a strong leg.
Just say
Snap must be really good.
Really? Yep. I guess it was tied.
Some local games of note tonight. Fargo is at
Can
Pekin.
run too.
English Valley is at Tri County. Sigourney Field is at L&M. Wilton is at Grant. Regina is at North
I
Cedar.
tried that each for here.
And Solon is at Union and Williamsburg is at Davidson County.
I am.
And also, it's going to
I give up my lunch break.
Brothers. 3 and 5. Back to receive the kick.
Make sure you are ready for temperatures to drop and give the Braver Heating staff a call to come help get your furnace ready for the Iowa winter. Let them show you the Graver Heating and Air Conditioning difference.
We're back on aim and up on PCII. Prairie drives, 2 touchdowns, 5 total plays, 14 points, 8 to go for quarter 14, nothing Mid-Prairie. Kickoff, Schwarzenegger, it's a that's gathered in 6-yard line. Looked more like a catcher than a receiver out there. First and 10, Sleeper and the offense at their own 36. Forced them into 3 and out. Golden Hawks will have one linebacker out. That's Pioneer. They'll show pressure middle with the ref. Pistol formation for Sleeper. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. That's the right side. That's the big side. It's incomplete.
Second and 10 for Central Lee on their own 36.
Driving down the interstate, you see all that silt fence, all the water just holds up right there. That's kind of what sideline looks like right now.
Second and 10 for Central Lee. Central Lee at their takeaway of the season.
It's a great prize for that young man, senior night.
That's right. One of 13 seniors tonight. Mid-Prairie will start in plus territory again at the Central Lee 31. 8:09, I should say, to go here in the first quarter. Already 14-0 Mid-Prairie.
That's right. That's right.
Power eye. Rainier goes right side. Central Lee is on it this time, and they bottom
Keegan
up.
Rainier on the carry for the Golden Hawks, tackled by number 24, Hawker for Central Lee. They'll get it on the play, second and 10, Golden Hawks on the Central Lee 31.
They got it.
They'll give Rainier forward progress for no gain. Second down and 10. Working behind the right and left sides. He's had holes pretty much everywhere he's gone tonight.
I was kind of figuring we'd see the ball on the ground about 4 times tonight.
He might. Wallington is the extra fullback that's coming out of that power eye. He's the lead blocker this time for Rainier. Right up the gut inside the 21-yard line.
Keegan Rainier on the carry for the Golden Hawks, tackled by number 3, Jackson Ecker for
A little
Central
more
Lee.
patience on a night like tonight to let
That's
things
going to be
develop.
enough.
They should
Tripped him up, it looked like.
So
That's
down to
gonna
the
be
10-yard line,
first
the
and
first
goal.
visit of the night into the Hardin Services red zone for Mid-Prairie comes on a Bolin run of 11 yards around the left end. Hardin Services in Corona. The restoration experts, check them out. Mid-Prairie will try to check out the end zone for the third time tonight. Power eye again, first and goal from the 10. Goes right side, Garvey up the middle, bounces off one, bounces off two. Excuse me, that's Wellington on the carry, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The second fullback comes in. That might be his first varsity carry, Pat. It's a gain of 8.
I don't remember calling his name. Carrying the ball through the first.
Well, I do.
Josh
It was
Wallington
his 97-yard fumble recovery.
On the
for a
carry
touchdown.
for the Golden
Which
Hawks,
showed he can
tackled by
run
number
the ball.
44, Clayton
Halfway
Reese.
through this first quarter, Mid-Prairie knocking on the door
Second
again.
and goal, Golden
Second
Hawks.
and goal from the 2. Power eye again. Handoff up the middle again. This time,
Josh Wallington on the carry for the Golden Hawks, touchdown.
his second carry score. Mid-Prairie expands the lead to 20-0.
Did you see him hit that kid and stand him up?
Well, I saw him hit that kid. I don't think it went too well for the linebacker from Central Lee.
It's kind of like when they have the clearance sale in the grocery store, you know, and you got 2 people flying around the corner with shopping carts. And
On to the extra point, the Golden Hawks, number 38, Jake
bad from there.
Schwarzenegger.
Another grocery store reference, huh? The kick from Schwarzenegger is up.
The extra point is good with 5:49 remaining in the first quarter, 21, Central Lee.
Here in the first quarter, Mid-Prairie up by 3 scores. You're listening to Golden Hawk Football on AM and FM KCII.
J-Dubs.
I think he's hungry. He's making me hungry.
Tonight's corporate sponsor, Above and Beyond Heat and Air Conditioning. They're located in Riverside, Iowa City. The owners are Liz Kelly and Jason O'Brien. New customers receive 10% off their first service or repair bill. Right now, they're scheduling for fall preventive maintenances. Above and beyond heating and air conditioning, your HVAC source for everything above and beyond. Above and beyond heating and air conditioning is locally owned family business. All right, tomorrow, Saturday, home JV tournament.
Back on AM and FM KCII, Zach Euland, Pat Katie,
JV
and so far
tomorrow,
all
Tuesday.
Mid-Prairie,
We have
3
junior high
possessions, 3
football,
touchdowns.
Wilton.
Rainier, Wellington.
Senior
That's
night.
right, Josh Wellington with an offensive
Will be
touchdown. He came in
volleyball
as the
Wilton.
power I second fullback, and he finished off a recent drive here for the Golden Hawks that in total went just 35 yards. They got a good field position, 5 plays, 35 yards. Wellington a 2-yard dive. Mid-Prairie on top 21-0, and this has followed Coach Football's first coach away out there from Greenwood. So Mid-Prairie will come out to kick. And my guess is that Jake Schwarzenegger might find this up back again on the near side. What do you think?
Back to receive the kick for the
We'll see.
Central Hawks. Number 3 is Jackson Becker.
Well, I know that he's handled the ball in their time, so
To the Golden Hawks, number 38,
it's
Jason.
Quentin Tweedy. And he's already kind of backing up. He's thinking about it.
I'm kind of surprised they're keeping people back at the 10.
They've got double safeties back there. Schwarzenegger approaches from the 40, kicking to the north. Knuckleball again. It's grabbed at the 30, and he'll go down at the 33-yard line. That's where Central Lee's got it, 1st and 10.
Quentin McKee again receives the kickoff from Central Lee. They are going to have 1st
Well,
and 10 on their own.
again, I go back to, I know that the correct play and what the coaches will tell you is to go down, but you want to run the ball.
On that one, you would have thought he would have ran it 'cause that was a line drive to his hands. But
You want to run it.
we just run it out of bounds, pick up line.
That's right.
Yeah.
Go in the stat book. 5:48 to go here in the first quarter. 21-0 Mid-Prairie. Stuker with Becker behind him and 4 wide receivers. 3 to the far side. That's the wide side. Mid-Prairie's got Rainier out in coverage as 1 linebacker. Single safety is forward. Well snap, bobbled, and gone. All the way back to the 26-yard line. 4 black jerseys are in there. Wellington, Zoe,
Shaw is
Jones,
number
34.
34.
Out the defense, Pat.
I mean, it's after those guys came through. But
That's
it
going to
seems
be a
like it was
loss.
set up.
If you heard their name at all,
And 17 for Central Lee on their own 27.
okay.
It's a loss of 7 on the play. 2nd down and 17
Please.
from the 27
Yeah.
with the clock moving at 5:15 to go here in quarter number
Thank you,
1.
sir.
21-0 Mid-Prairie. Now up against the chains are Central Lee. Single coverage on the far side of the field. Receiver goes through in motion as Kearns. He'll set up near side to make it 2-by-2. Stuker takes the snap, handoff up the middle. Becker, he runs through a couple of tackles out to the 30, 31-yard line. Mid-Prairie's second line of defense gets there to clean it up. That is
Jaden
Kelly
Becker
and
on
Rainier
the
on the
Central
tackle.
Lee.
Boy, I tell you,
Tackled by
they
number
call right
28, Rainier, and number 77, Michael Kelly for the Golden Hawks. As they move forward to play 3rd and 13 for Central Lee on their own 31.
He would have blown that up.
3rd down and 13, still very long here for Central Lee. They'll go with the straight pistol. Now Becker behind Stuker, 2-by-2. Still single coverage on the far side. Low snap, gathered in trouble, and thrown away. Absolutely dropped back inside the 20-yard line. Josh Wellington hit up Dylan Stuker and they bring up 4th down.
Is that, you know, his uniform started out as a 9 with Wellington hitting so hard. I think it's a 6 now.
We better check to see what all is in
Back
it.
receiver.
We might be missing something.
Number 27.
He's still filling it.
Stuker's out there to kick, but he had a very rough shot, and he took a long time to get up and get back to the punting area. You would venture a guess, based on the special teams here for Central Lee in the kicking game, that Mid-Prairie's going to have great field position again. Want to note here, and one thing to point out, Pat, that might be why we see Jake Schwarzenegger kicking the way he is on the kickoffs. Central Lee has 2 guys in the top 9 in the state in kick return yards. The snap is very deep, but Stuker drops back, gathers down, high drive, great kick back to the 43-yard line. Mid-Prairie will take it there, and they are stopped immediately. First man to him is Cade Meyer. First and 10 Mid-Prairie at the 43.
Keegan McKinley on
It's great
the return to the Golden Hawks, tackled by number 5, Jaden Becker for Central Lee. They are going to have 1st and 10.
You want him to be hurt? Well, if he gets hurt, you're going to have to put on a striped jersey and go down there.
We've got a trainer now.
That was pretty confident from you. First down and 10, 43. But just to go back to that point about special teams, Central Lee, two guys, and it's tough to get going in conditions like this, but two guys up in the top 9 in the state in kick return yards. They average over 35 yards per kick return.
Yeah, no, I mean, what we're doing with kickoff tonight, right
here, straight ahead.
Leading right here on the carry, the Golden Hawks tackle by number 24.
The first man to get to him this time is Chance Hawker. It is a second down and 2.
I tell you, their secondary closed out our pass. They were like he was shot out and gone again.
Last time they ran that play, it's right off of right guard over there, so you're running behind Zarnik and Wallington. He split the safeties and went to the house.
Yeah, and we're running on the center. They've got two linebackers. Most of the time in the center right now, they've got two linebackers in the center.
8 in the box, they fake the option, it goes straight ahead. It's enough for a first down.
Cale Garvey on the carry, the Golden Hawks.
4-yard line, Garvey for 5.
Tackle by number 44 is Clayton Curtis. That's going to be up for a first down on Central East
Last week,
44.
3 carries, 13 yards, so he's right about that 4.5 yards a tote.
What Josh had, 80 yards. First time he grabbed it.
Yeah.
Down to the 2. Pretty much.
Fullbacks carrying about 5 yards a carry.
That's awesome. That means you're blowing.
I'm hoping you're hearing Zach. I'm getting.
It's a big night tonight for those 5 guys up front: Shallow, Wallington, Zarnik, Callahan, and Alry. First and 10 Mid-Prairie at the Central Lee 44-yard line. There's a fumble snap for Mid-Prairie, but Bowling is on it back at 45. It's a loss of 1.
Mid-Prairie recovers.
Second down and 11.
Central Lee is pretty much, they're putting about 10 guys in the box now. I think they're pretty much going to
Well, we're going to see the rain ebb and flow all night. It looks like it's flowing more than ever at this point. Probably the hardest it's rained to this point during the ball game. It rained about this hard in the pregame when they were getting the field ready. This is the hardest it's rained during action.
We got 250 seconds to rain about 6 more points.
Well, you're full of them today. I didn't say it, I said them. 2:43 to go. There's another fumble snap. Mid-Prairie on it again back at the 46. It's third down and a dozen.
Well, it's going to be three of them, 13. The Golden Hawks on Central Lee 47.
That was a lineman. I didn't know where the receiver was.
Yeah, I mean, it's even when it's wet like this, they make an incredible difference. So, if nothing else, get some gloves on and protect the hand off. There's no reason to have to pass.
Good fake is worth 2 blocks, and it's a good enough fake that I didn't know where the ball was initially. Best play of the night, really, for Central Lee is Showing around the end. Still not a first down, though. Give him 9, it'll bring up 3rd and 3.
It almost looked like he was going to turn the corner, but it looked like Quimby did a good job of maintaining his block, trying to shred it off and stop him short.
Central Lee, by my count, Pat, does not have a first down tonight. They are pushing for one here at 3rd and 3. 9:20 to go in this third quarter. Golden Hawks up 35-0. Low snap, handoff up the middle. Kelly is there. He fought through a block. He took 2 Central Lee guys with him down to the ground. It's a loss on the play.
Well done. Well done.
I think Michael Kelly gobbled up that entire right side of the offensive line and the ball carrier. It is now 4th down and 4. Jaden Becker met Michael Kelly. So did the fullback. So did the right tackle. Michael Kelly won.
Well, they're pretty much saying
4th and 3, they'll go for it.
yeah, it's too late to punt now.
Mid-Prairie 48. Shao puts man through motion. Jet sweep, tries to get to the outside. Mid-Prairie hammers it shut. The door is slammed by Rainier.
Boy, he read that.
All the way back at the 47-yard line. It took way too long to develop, and Rainier was shot out of a cannon. Those two things together wind up in a hammer hit and a Mid-Prairie turnover takeaway.
You don't think that Caden knows what a jet sweep looks like, do you?
I think he does. He ran as quick as he runs with the football to make that tackle. I mean, that looked like him turning a corner on a sweep.
It almost looked like he was running fast enough to take the hand off from that kid to take off and go to the end zone with it.
What a play by Rainier. Gingrich goes through in motion. Golden Hawks have the starting offense back out there. Rainier splits the middle. He's going to go again.
Just going to say, we need 2 more yards.
Touchdown, Mid-Prairie. Caden Rainier.
I think he's
48 yards.
Is he a yard or 2 short of 300 now? Oh, man.
Well,
good job.
On scoring plays, Pat, he would be at 253 unofficially. So if he's got enough chunks in between that, he's got to be close.
Yeah.
That's his 5th rushing touchdown of the night.
Shot out of a cannon. Bam.
So Rainier makes it 41-0 with 7:50 to go in this third quarter. 48 yards. Swardson-Gruber on to attempt the extra point. It's up and good. Makes it 42-0. You know, 48-yard touchdown run for Rainier, folks. That's his 2nd shortest touchdown run of the 5. How about that? He has had himself a half a season, really, in pretty much well, not quite one half, 2.5 quarters.
Still phenomenal for that young man.
Rainier just hits 316 yards. Pat was asking about whether or not it was 300. So we do have a note here, and I want to thank Derek Yoder, who sends us all these great emails through the football record book, the football guide. Folks, Pat was wondering about hitting 300. The previous school record, and I say previous because it's now broken, was 301 yards for Josh Berry. With that touchdown run by Caden Rainier, congratulations, young man. You own the all-time Mid-Prairie record, 316 yards. Caden Rainier, no Golden Hawk has rushed for more yards in a single game in the history of Mid-Prairie, 61 football seasons, and it's Rainier's record right now at 316.
That's a heck of an accomplishment. Nice job.
5 touchdowns for Rainier, I believe, without that record book in front of me. We'll check it here a little bit later. I'll pull it up, but I think the 5 touchdowns also matches his career high from Albia last year, and that's a top 8 performance in a single game.
Wow. That is awesome.
So Caden Rainier, your all-time single-game leader in Mid-Prairie history, 316 yards, the old record 301. Josh Berry against L&M back in 2005. So that's a 15-year-old record that Rainier has smashed.
You know,
Pat, you know that rush might have checked the old box for Athlete of the Week there, you think?
I sure hope so. If not, I'm going to be making a phone call to somebody in the sports department. Cole Cook.
ground ball kick on the far side. It's fielded by Central Lee at the 27-yard line, brings it across the 30-35, and it's been that same man, Tweeden, so far tonight, and that will be where Central Lee will take over about the same spot they've been all night, 39-yard line for Central Lee. Clock still on the move, 7.5 to go here in the third quarter. How about that? Senior night, new school record, 42-0 Mid-Prairie, all Golden Hawks from the onset. It's a tough loss in week 1. Week 2, they didn't get a play, so you know that loss has been festering for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
What a way to wash that one away, just like the rain tonight.
Yep, that's right. Good, simple, hard-nosed football. We just dare you to stop us. And they've been putting 11 in the box, and they just can't do it.
Shao, claps, snap, low, fielded, rolls to his right, drops it off, incomplete. Slip sliding away out there from the tight end spot. It was just a little in, but Caleb Sanders had to decide between the football and his feet, and he chose to stay on his feet. It's incomplete.
He almost had his knee down on that, scooping up that low snap again.
Second down and 10. You know, and the one thing is a lot of teams run pistol, little shotgun snap, but we've seen fumbles on under center, shotgun. It's been a tough night on centers and quarterbacks all night, and no matter what you do.
Yeah, and they're still trying to snap the ball 3 yards here, and it's difficult.
Betker is dropped back at the 35-yard line. That's a loss again. The Mid-Prairie defense rushes through. Betker, the leading carrier for Central Lee, and Jake Swartzendruber has none of it. He's filling into the linebacker spot. Here's the Golden Hawks rotate defensively, brings up 3rd and 11.
Yeah, you can just tell right now that we definitely want this more, and we got fresh kids coming in the game, and they're really wanting to make it. Point to Coach Kavanaugh and say, hey, I need to get some more playing time here.
Halfway through this third quarter, it's getting a little foggy over there to look at the clock just on the north side of the end zone as Shao rolls out, drops one off, pass is caught, and it goes nowhere from the 35-yard line and backwards as Keegan Gingrich closes it down in coverage. That was made by Sanders, 4th down. As good as the offense has been, the defense has been as good. Mid-Prairie rushing offense has put up more than 375 total yards tonight. The Mid-Prairie defense has surrendered less than 50.
Yeah, this is another drive.
Central Lee doesn't have a first down all night.
Yeah.
Stuger's back to kick.
Run 3 plays, lose a yard.
Gingrich.
That's a tough evening.
As Stuger will wait and kick it away at the 35. Knuckles one up the near side, and Mid-Prairie lets it roll down 28-yard line before it's finally down by Central Lee's Jackson Betker, and it'll be 1st and 10 Mid-Prairie, and we'll see some new faces come out there for the Golden Hawks, rotating in on that offensive line. Jack Zarnik back in the game, Gannon Callahan also out there. We'll see Clark Latcham check in for Mid-Prairie. Justice Jones in at tight end again. He's been in and out. Ben Meter is in an offensive lineman. We called his name a lot defensively tonight, but he's in on O now. 4.5 to go here in this third quarter. 42-0, all Mid-Prairie.
Looks like a lot of our reserves on the side are more of a type of a back receiver. Don't look like we have a lot of linemen standing on the sideline right now, does it?
Jared Hoffman's in at one wide receiver, and keep an eye on Clark Latcham. He's now dotting the I. Kavanaugh was in at quarterback last series, but it's Bolin here. Handoff goes straight ahead, and 1, maybe 2.
It's the first time they've really covered that up tonight.
Garvey's the man in there, so lead man at fullback. With the reserve there, Betker, the district's leading tackler, he's been busy again tonight because Mid-Prairie's had the football a lot.
Swartzendruber and Bolin in.
Touchdowns in the first half, 5 total by Rankin, touchdowns in the first 3 possessions.
So we haven't seen that tonight. Lee tries to start, turn, and as soon as he tries to
Keegan Gingrich on the carry for
I don't know. I'd have to see the haircut.
Oh, yeah, I got to have. I'd have to be Mo. Not a bowl cut, though. 3rd down and 8. Under 3 to play in this third quarter. Mid-Prairie up 42s at.
I just can't help it if you don't get good haircuts like I do. Larry and I, we got it covered. Don't we want it covered? Don't we?
3rd down and 8.
Kavanaugh
And
rolling out.
He'll roll near side, drop off ball in and out of the hands of Schwarzenegger, who was running a little out from the tight end spot. Bolin took a whack after he let it go. It'll be 4th down and 8 from the 30-yard line. 2:36 with the clock moving. Again, it's been moving this entire second half. Mid-Prairie was up at the break 35-0. So even with the incompleted pass, if you're just joining us or new to the rules in that way, 35-point margin running clock the rest of the way. This is the first time the Golden Hawks have had a drive not end in points, Pat. Punt unit has not been very busy.
No, that's okay though. I mean, it's nice to check out some new kids on the. It's nice to check out the offensive side of the ball. That's a good snap on the offensive
Kick is
side.
away.
Good kick.
Spiral kick at the 40-yard line. It's
We got 7
wasn't
yards.
touched. It takes a little bit of a skip forward and dies at the 35-yard line of Central Lee.
Kind of looked like he's been practicing skipping the old rock on the lake. He's got about 7 yards out of
It looked like that 6th or 7th skip, the one where it goes right into the water and down. It ran out of gas once it hit the ground, but no fault of Mid-Prairies. That's just the field conditions.
That's
right.
right. No, but that was a good snap for a 12-yard snap. That was great. Great snap. For a 12-yard snap, that was great.
1st and 10 Central Lee with Mason Shao. And the Central Lee group coming back out. 21-6 Mount Pleasant over Fairfield. Boy, that game went in a hurry. We've had a running clock for over a quarter, and they're already done.
Woo. Did they start early because of weather?
I don't know. They must have. We've got a far side Shao throws an out. It's incomplete. Other scores for you. We've also got 0-0. We said Clear Creek and Xavier after 1. 2-0 English Valleys over their opponent.
I can't believe that. 2-0. That's holding up.
That's approaching halftime, by the way. How in a 2-0 game are they not done before one that went 21-6?
That's a wrestling win, too.
Yeah, you just take them down and ride them out, huh?
Yeah. All right, guys.
Central Lee with the snap. Shao right up the
Nothing.
middle, and there is
Golden
not
Hawks.
much going on there. Mid-Prairie's interior, the defensive line, closes it down in a big-time hurry. So what's the other Golden Hawk
Zane Fisher.
names out there?
Yeah, he was in on that tackle that time. Who else we got in there? 56. Is that Stone Peck?
You're right.
Hey, he's in there.
2 for 2.
So got Justice Jones. Looks like Wallington's getting. Nope, that's not Wallington.
A little screen pass dropped off near side to Becker. He squeezes out of a couple of tackles, and he's loose. 50, 45, 40, far side. Corner turns 30, 25-yard line, 1st and 10, Central Lee.
We got a player down. Hopefully it's not anything bad.
There's an injury right at midfield for the Golden Hawks. Shao finally got that screen pass off. As, screen pass, you're supposed to let the linemen come through. And they did, but that's really what Mid-Prairie's been doing all night.
You're right. They finally called it.
So, with that,
the Dutch Country Inn, the place
we're going to have the injury tended to here on the field.
The temperature
And
may
I
have
can't
cooled
see
down.
who that is, Pat. It happened right as the play turned back to the inside. And we've got the end of the third quarter. So what we're going to do is we'll take the quarter break with everybody else. And I'll tend to the injury here. 42-0 Mid-Prairie. And when we come back, it will be Central Lee in the Hardin Services red zone after the big play on the screen pass. So 42-0 Mid-Prairie, 12 minutes left to go on senior night here. You're listening to Golden Hawk Football on KCII.
If you think you've been exposed to COVID-19 and want to be tested, you can now get a COVID wellness test at Washington County Hospital and Clinics, now offering a walk-in testing option for individuals without symptoms but concerned with exposure. This simple nasal swab can detect current infections. For more information on COVID-19 wellness testing at WCHC, visit WCHC.org.
More than you expect for your health care. Washington County Hospital and Clinics.
Graber Heating and Air Conditioning Incorporated is a family-owned and operated business who recently celebrated 80 years serving Kelowna and the surrounding areas. With fall just around the corner, make sure you are ready for temperatures to drop and give the Graber Heating staff a call to come help get your furnace ready for the Iowa winter. Let them show you the Graber heating and air conditioning difference.
We're back on AM and FM KCII. Zach Hewlin, Pat Cady joining you from Dwight G. Sattler Field in Wellman. All Golden Hawks from the opening kick on Senior Night 2020. 42-0 as we hit this fourth quarter. Central Lee will have it 1st and 10 just outside the Hardin Services red zone 25-yard line. Shao has one man to its left, one man to his right, and 3 wide outside of that. As Central Lee will continue to try to spread Mid-Prairie out. They'll send Meyer through in motion. Snap is low to Shao. It's a sweep, and there is nothing over there. Mid-Prairie is 6 yards deep in the backfield. Whole host of Golden Hawks there. Zane Fisher wrapped him up at the ankles.
6 yards deep in the backfield and 6 inches deep in the big wallow that we're starting to create right there.
Yep. It's field's going to need a little time.
Little grooming.
We're right back here next Friday, Pat. You don't get any breaks this fall. I mean, we had a break last week. We didn't have a game, but we have a lot of home games this year. It'll be Eddyville-Blakesburg that'll be in town next week. Remember, that was supposed to be homecoming. Homecoming's been moved to the last home game of the year, which is why tonight's senior night. So homecoming will be in October against West Burlington.
I think it was a great call to move all your senior nights up with this year. You just don't know, what's going to happen.
Snap is low. Rolls to his right. Shao over the middle. It is picked off.
Mr.
Hawks have it.
Is that
Keegan Gingrich on the pick? He had 3 of those last year, 1 for a touchdown. That's his first takeaway this year. Mid-Prairie with 3 turnovers forced on the night.
The injured Golden Hawk was Luke Boyce. He did get up and walk off on his own power, so I think he's gonna be all right.
Nice way to open district tonight for Mid-Prairie.
Yeah.
Moved to 1-0 in district, back to 500 overall. Be interested to see, Pat, what that Davis County Williamsburg score is. Both came in 2-0.
2-0, yeah.
And if there was anybody that was going to maybe challenge and be that third team, I guess, from a 2-0 standpoint, it'd be Davis County. But at the break, it is all Williamsburg, 34-7, which is kind of what we figured based on who Davis County had played.
Here's a pitch.
Pitch goes to the outside, working near side, little stop-go cut outside the 25 to the 27-yard line. First carry of the night is Pat said for Clark Latcham, and he goes for about 2. I give him 3 by the time the run's all done. So 34-7 Williamsburg on the score there. Outside of our area games that you heard on the Pick'em show and the other games we've talked about, that's the only game involving district teams that's not on the area slate tonight.
Yeah, that play just stretching it to the outside tonight. It's just everything's kind of slow and it just takes long to develop to get out there. And then if you're going to run it outside, you got to make sure that everybody contains their blocks so that you can get the corner turn and move up the field. So that was quicker.
Kavanaugh hands off left side, straight up the middle. Latcham cuts it back right side. 30, foot race 20, 10, 5. Runs out of a tackle. Touchdown, Mid-Prairie. Clark Latcham. Long distance house call. This one 70 plus, and the Golden Hawks lead 48-0 with 9.5 to go.
Yeah, I see it. It's so much quicker tonight. It's just straight ahead, run the ball, don't cut, and turn your speed loose. Good job.
Going all the way back to the line of scrimmage, Pat. That is a 70, right about 75 yards for Latcham. So how about that? 2 carries, 80 yards.
Going to give Caden something to worry about.
You know, we're getting to that time when all these stats start to accumulate that we're going to pull up the old Golden Hawk record book because I think we're getting close on a lot of things. The kick is good for Swartzendruber, so we're going to pull up the record book here on the commercial break and tell you where all Mid-Prairie's at because 49-0 and a bunch of numbers have gone into the record book and onto the board. Golden Hawks lead by 7 scores with 9.5 to go over Central Lee. You're listening to Golden Hawk football on KCII.
When property damage happens, turn to someone you can trust. Hardin Services in Kelowna is your premier local restoration solution. With more than 25 years experience in construction and restoration, people ask for Hardin Services by name. Floods, mold, fire, biohazard, carpet cleaning, and more. Hardin Services, your local certified team on the ground. They're ready to help when you need it most. Visit them online at hardinservices.com or call 319-656-3473. Hardin Services, a proud member of the Kelowna community and supporter of Mid-Prairie Golden Hawk Athletics. The temperature may have cooled down, but the deals are still hot at your Washington Hy-Vee. Check out this week's hot deals. fresh blueberries or Driscoll's raspberries, $1.88 per 6-ounce package. Breyer's ice cream, $2.59. Coca-Cola 6-pack bottles or 6-pack mini cans, 4 for $10 with the purchase of 4. And family-sized Chips Ahoy, Oreos, or Ritz crackers, $1.99. These and many other hot deals are going on now through September 15th at your Washington Hy-Vee.
Back on AM and FM KCII, kickoff down at the 33-yard line by Tweeden. And as we come back, Zach Hewlin, Pat Katie with you, Dwight G. Sattler Field on a foggy and damp Friday night. 9:20 to go in the ball game. All Golden Hawks 49-0 as Latcham went 75+ on the last touchdown run. We're starting to get into rarefied air here for the Golden Hawks, and we're into the Mid-Prairie record book. So we'll tell you a little bit about what we've got going on there. For Caden Rainier, he has moved tonight from 8th place all the way up to 6th place in the record book for career points just on tonight. He's also 6th now from 9th in career touchdowns just on the 5 that he's run in tonight. The longest rush from scrimmage, that run just now by Latcham, is 12th all time.
Is it really? Is it, 93?
95 is the all-time record. Adam Cosson, 99. Near side pass, Schau drops it off. It's gathered in by Betker. Not much of a gain there across the 35 to the 37-yard line as Latcham was there on the tackle. He's doing it on both sides of the football. Stone Peck also in the area.
Got Bolin out of the game. Kavanaugh in his safety. Latcham outside linebacker. Gingrich inside. 70.
With Rainier's performance tonight, he is the all-time record holder at Mid-Prairie now for a single game. His rushing yards have moved him into the top 15 all-time for a career.
Got Joe Allward as
tonight.
inside linebacker right now.
Again, Josh Berry, L&M 2005 was 301. Rainier's gone for 316 tonight. Wobbler, it's incomplete, in and out of the hands of Keegan Gingrich. Gingrich and Joe Allred were out there in the area. Those were the only two guys even remotely close to the football. I think it was intended for Hunter Gregory. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, an interesting little factor. If you take a look at all the jerseys out there, everybody's pretty dirty that's starter. But you look at Big Connor Schau, number 75. The only thing that's dirty is from his knees down. It's just he's been manhandling everybody tonight. He hasn't even had to hit the dirt.
It is 3rd down and 8 for Central Lee. From their own 37-yard line, alone in the backfield is Schau with 4 wide, 2x2, goes near side, one-on-one, pass is intended for Betker, and it's incomplete, overthrew him. Out here in coverage was Latcham and Kavanaugh, and it'll bring up 4th down and 8.
Looks like Pennington's in at our other outside linebacker. See if we can figure out some of these other guys. Haven't called out Michael Kelly's name for a while. Let's see if he can get in here and stir something up this play.
With the 316 from Rainier, and coupled with the other rushes tonight for Mid-Prairie, this game for rushing yards for the Golden Hawks is now up in the top 10 all-time for a single game for a team. 381 was the benchmark there against North Cedar back in 2001. 4th down, Schau to throw, looks right, now drops it off left, incomplete. That ball sailed on him almost like a frisbee, got stuck up in the wind, and it'll bring up 4th down and a change of possession.
Yep. Where we at?
6:15 to go here in the 4th. All Mid-Prairie, 49-0. So again, the Golden Hawk rush game tonight is, you're witnessing one of the top 10 rushing performances in the history of Golden Hawk football tonight.
Water break at 6:12.
So that will stop the clock. That's one of the few things when we get to a running clock that'll stop it. Timeout, injury, and water break. We'll get you some other scores, too, while we've got a chance. And remember that you can catch the Week 3 scoreboard on AM and FM KCII all night. I want to thank Mark Langer back in the studio. He does a great job keeping us on the air, making us sound good, and he's the guy that records those scoreboard updates in the mini magazines all night that you can hear.
Nice.
He's always working hard. Keeps us on our toes. Keeps us honest.
If anybody's out there that owns a truck wash and they're still open, we might have about 40 football players that need to come in and get hosed down before the laundry washing machine turns totally into mud.
Last check, the Washington Demons were up 15-0 at half. Lisbon up 38-0 on Columbus. We've still got that scoreless game, CCA Xavier. I would still love to know what went on Mount Pleasant Fairfield that they ended in 2 hours. Other than, as you said, they might have started early with the weather. 21-6, that was won by Mount Pleasant. That's Washington's opponent next week. Eddyville-Blakesburg is Mid-Prairie's opponent next week. So the ball is at the 39-yard line. That's where the Golden Hawks will take over. It's been Will Kavanaugh under center in the second half, and it will continue to be. It's Nathan Quimby, one wide receiver on the near side. We saw him at running back a little bit last year, too, when we get to these spots in games. Handoff goes straight up the middle, and the fullback rushes inside the 35 to the 34. That's Joe Allred on the carry, his first of the night. Mid-Prairie has some big men at fullback.
Yes, they do. Nice to see some of these seniors getting a chance to tote the ball, too, you know.
I think Allred is the smallest fullback that's run the ball tonight, and he goes 215.
Yeah.
That just tells you what they're lining up in the backfield. 5:43 to go in the ball game. All Mid-Prairie, 49-0, and the Hawks are on the march one more time. 2nd down and 7 at the Central Lee 35-yard line, as they have all night. Central Lee has 9 in the box. They jump across, and we'll see if they were drawn by Mid-Prairie. They were not. 5 free ones for the Golden Hawks. Down to the 30, 2nd down and 2.
Good job.
Looks like
those easy second downs.
Jarrett Hoffman in at wide receiver on one side.
Yeah, he's on the far side.
In at tackle, Stone Peck. We've mentioned him on the defensive side. He's also out there now offensively.
I think Zarnick's still center.
Yep, you got that there.
Latcham's still tailback.
Allred in at fullback, and that's a change from what we've had.
Schwarzenberger's a right end.
The snap is bobbled. Kavanaugh will dive on it. Actually dives forward after he picked it up down to the 28-yard line. He might have gotten a first down on that play.
Ben Meter's our other tight end right now.
So that is a first down on a bobbled snap. Kavanaugh just dove nose first forward. Brings up 1st and 10 at the 27 with 4:55 remaining in the contest. 49-0 Golden Hawks on a sloppy Friday for senior night. Handoff goes up the middle to Allred.
Way to hang on to the ball. Good job.
Spun down at about the 26-yard line. In there on the tackle was Seth Mays. Even those bright gold numbers, Pat, are getting a little bit difficult to see.
But you see what I'm saying? Watch when Shala turns around. I mean, it also helps that, like, his numbers start at the top of everybody's helmets because he's so tall. That number just, it's just like glowing. Everybody else just got a little haze dirt over it.
We will be just about 4 minutes to play here when the ball is snapped. 49-0 Mid-Prairie with a 2nd down and 10 at the 27. Pitch goes to the outside for Latcham. He can't get to the corner. He's dropped back at the 30. It's a loss of 3.
Yeah, their defensive end did a good job of blowing that up. 28. Who is that for the other team? Looks pretty fresh.
Well, 28 for Central Lee he can be whoever you want, Pat. He's not on the roster. Pick something easy that's easy to pronounce.
Can't help you out there. I know it was a 20.
3rd down and 12. Golden Hawk offense operating from the far side hash.
Straight up.
Right up the middle. Latcham runs with a couple of guys draped around his waist down to the 21-yard line, and that is not enough for a first down. It'll bring up a 4th and about 4.
It's a good run, though. I really took the yardage stick closer to the first down mark, so if we get another run, that was power football right there. Just let's hit it again, right up the middle.
Mark's on it. He heard our question. Mount Pleasant started at 5:30. That's why they're done.
Yeah, I think there was a threat of some thunderstorms this evening. I could see where they could move that up.
Lisbon up 44-0 on Columbus at the half. Ball was loose in the backfield. Mid-Prairie will dive on it. It was 4th down, so that's where Central Lee will take over back at the 29. It will be about 2.5 minutes to go when they get over the football next, and this may be the game's last series.
Yeah, I'm glad Kavanaugh covered that up. But I hate to give up a touchdown on a missed opportunity like that, and they pick it up and run it in. So see what our boys can do here. 2:33.
I think it's just as impressive. 49 points, really, Pat, on a night like tonight with the weather probably translates to upper 60s. I mean, it's hard to get any offense going, really anything going in sloppy conditions like this, and to still put up 49 when the weather is against you, very impressive for the offense.
Yeah, I agree.
Shao takes a low snap, hands off, near side. No, he faked it, kept it, and he'll slide down at the 30-yard line. But I think he thought he was going to slide about 2 feet, and he slid about 5 yards. He almost ended up with his teammates over there on the sideline. He was not expecting the old slip and slide on the west side of the field.
Yeah, it is just crazy slick out there.
And let's hope that Mother Nature gives us some weather that allows this field to heal a little bit, because we still have to use it at least 3 more times.
Yeah. Well, one more game here, and then we got, a couple weeks on the road.
Couple of weeks on the road,
so that'll help a little bit.
There's a handoff right up the middle, and Shala makes the tackle defensively. Under 90 seconds to go. Mid-Prairie will be 1-1 on the year as they will get ready for Eddyville-Blakesburg next week. Central Lee will still search for their first win of the season, and that will continue to next Friday as they'll fall to 0-3. The game dominated by Mid-Prairie. Top 10 all-time rushing performance in a single game for the Golden Hawks. Caden Rainier sets the school record for individual yards, up over 300, which Pat Cady called before the game. So if he doesn't get a power ball on the way home, I'll get one on his stead. There's a tackle back to the 30-yard line, a loss of 2 on the play. As we go under 1 minute left.
But behind in front of every good runner, there's some good blockers. So,
there's been at least 5 tonight.
Yeah, he's got some good guys not only taking care of business on the line, but they were getting to the second and third level and taking care of linebackers and safeties so he could take off and have the evening that he had. So just great blocking entirely in front of him.
This should be our last play here. Central Lee snaps it with 23 seconds to go. Jet sweep, it's fumbled. Did Mid-Prairie get another turnover? No, Central Lee's on it at the 27. No, they did. Mid-Prairie gets a fumble, and it's recovered down there by Jack Zarnick.
It was Zarnick was through there so quick, he almost took the handoff.
4 Central Lee turnovers with Zarnick picking up that loose ball on the final play, and that will do it. Mid-Prairie for the first time in 2020. You're a winner, 49-0 over Central Lee. We'll be back with your post-game totals next on KCII.
A broken leg
okay, Pat,
we... 67-year-old from running. My name is Lee Wolf. After fracturing my tibia from a fall down the stairs, I was scared I would never run again. Washington County Hospital and Clinic's physical therapy made sure I made a full recovery by using the specialized Graston technique to reduce inflammation. Thanks to WCHC, I am back to running 100%. For more information on my story, go to WCHC.org.
When property damage happens, turn to someone you can trust. Hardin Services in Kelowna is your premier local restoration solution. With more than 25 years experience in construction and restoration, people ask for Hardin Services by name. Floods, mold, fire, biohazard, carpet cleaning, and more. Hardin Services, your local certified team on the ground. They're ready to help when you need it most. Visit them online at hardinservices.com or call 319-656-3473. Hardin Services, a proud member of the Kelowna community and supporter of Mid-Prairie Golden Hawk Athletics.
Kelowna Auto Used Cars and Trucks is celebrating 50 years in business, and they want to give back to those that have made it possible, the community. Each month in 2020, Kelowna Auto will highlight a community organization to honor. Each car sale they make will result in a $50 donation to that organization. In the month of September, it's Customer Appreciation, so it's customers' choice on who will receive $50. 50 years worth of giving back all 2020 long. From your friends at Kelowna Auto Used Cars and Trucks.
It's a celebration happening all September at your Washington Hy-Vee. This week is a buy this, get that free sale. 3 days only, Thursday the 10th through Saturday the 12th. Find great deals like buy 2 get 1 free Powerade, buy 1 get 1 free Hy-Vee chopped salad kits, buy 1 get 1 free 4-count Bakery Fresh cinnamon rolls. These deals and many more happening during the 3-day celebration. Thursday the 10th.